Welcome to the second part of the discussion on budgeting. On the last video, we ended on the static budget. So, let us proceed. So what is a static budget as compared to the flexible budget uh, on the succeeding budget presentation? A static budget shows the expected results of a responsibility center for only one activity level. Once the budget has been determined, it is not changed even if the activity changes. Static budgeting is used by many service companies and governmental entities and some other functions of manufacturing companies such as purchasing, engineering, and accounting. So what is the difference between what we have learned, continuous budgeting, tsaka zero-based budgeting? Kapag static budget, bibigyan ka lang ng one budget for that year at kahit na ano pa ang activity level, ibig sabihin kahit gaano pa kadami ang production, kahit gaano pa kadami ang number of services, number of orders na kailangan gawin, ay meron ka lang ah, fixed amount of budget kaya nga siya tinawag na static. So let us take a look at the illustration. For example, for Coulter Manufacturing, yung assembly department budget for the year July 31, 20Y8, meron lang siyang 60,000 which is composed of the direct labor 40, electric power, and then supervisor salaries 15,000. 4, 5, and 15 comprising of 60,000. So what is the advantage of using a static budget? Well, yung budget na isiniset ng top management ay na-identify niya kaagad yung amounts at nagiging efficient yung paggamit natin ng funds. Ibig sabihin, alam natin agad i-control. Kumbaga, very controlled ang amount of disbursement natin kapag gumagamit tayo ng static budget. However, one more of disadvantage ang nagiging effect ng static budget is that because papaano kung halimbawang tumaas yung production, so masasacrifice yung quality of our products because we are working on a limited budget. So yan yung one rationale on why the static budget become a become unfamiliar in the manufacturing industry. We are currently using the flexible budget. So what is a flexible budget? So unlike the static budget, we use the flexible budget to show if there are changes in the activity levels ay nagbabago din yung budget allocated for that. Unlike static budgets, flexible budgets show the expected results of a responsibility center for several activity levels. A flexible budget is in effect a series of static budgets for different levels of activity. Kaya nga siya tinawag na series of static budgets. Kasi if the production will increase or if production will decrease, ganito ang magiging budget natin. So you take a look at the exhibit 5 for Coulter Manufacturing Company, Assembly Department budget for 20Y8 July. So meron siyang level 1, level 2, and level 3. So may units of production, kailangan ma-identify mo, this will be your step 1. Ma-identify natin yung particular level of activity. So kung 8,000 units of production, 9,000, then 10,000 units of production. So meron po tayong variable cost per unit yan, then fixed cost regardless of the activity level. So, tingnan mo muna yung fixed cost natin. Regardless kung mataas ang iyong production or hindi, pare-parehas lang yan. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 for electric power. For supervisor salaries, 15,000 across. Total fixed cost, 16,000 across. Okay? So it will not change regardless kung tumaas man yung activity level. Pero dahil variable cost varies uh, when there are changes in the activity level, so i-identify lang natin. So $5 per unit, 5 times 8,000 is 40,000. 5 times 9,000 is 45,000. 5 times 10,000 is 50,000. This will be your direct labor cost na ano siya na flexible kasi nagbabago. The electric power is 0.50 per unit, so i-multiply mo lang din Pag ganun, times 8, times 9, and times 10,000. So this will be your variable cost per level. 44,000 ang variable cost sa level 1, level 2, 49,500, level 3, 55,000. Okay. Then, i-total mo lang yung variable at saka fixed cost. This will be your total department cost. So, yan yung tinitingnan nating budget. So, once na-generate natin ito, you look at the imposition of technology here, ginamitan ito ng Excel, Microsoft Excel to compute kasi madali lang namang i-drag and drop down yung mga formulas dyan. Okay. So, when you are deciding on these items, makikita natin na using the flexible budget, we look at the discrepancy on the costing. For example, on level 2, when the units of production is at 9,000 units, ang ating total department cost will be 65,500, which is 5,500 higher than when it is at level 1. And it is lower uh, by magkano ang lower niya sa 71,000? That would be 4,500, tama ba? No, 5,500. 5,500 ang higher when it is at level 3. Okay, so ito ang magiging basis on the decision whether the resources, the present resources of the company would warrant the achievement of the several activity levels. Kung i-go ba natin, ipupush ba natin ang ating operations given the operating cost o yung department cost na naka-identify dyan. Okay, so that would be the use of the flexible and static budget. So let us take a look at exhibit 6, which is just a comparison of how the flexible and static budget works. For example, this at static budget at 60,000, kung may actual results ka na 70,800, ito. So ibig sabihin nag-over ka sa budget mo ng 10,800. When you look at a flexible budget, 60, 65, 71,000 sa 8, 9, and 10,000 units. So, ang actual results is 70,800. Ikaw ay under budget uh, doon sa 71,000, 10,000 units na production, di ba? Kung 10,000 units ang production at ang naging actual results mo ay 70,800, ikaw ay under budget ng 200. Kumbaga, makikita natin kung saan natin siya i-compare na activity level. Unlike sa uh, uh, unlike dito sa may static budget wherein it will encompass all the activity level. So mahirapan tayong i-measure kung ano ang naging problema diyan at what activity level ba dapat yung ganung amount of expenditures. Kaya nga in practice, the flexible budget is is used by majority of, if not all, of the manufacturing companies as it reflects yung talagang condition ng uh, operations, yung operational requirements. Okay, let's take a look at this illustration. So, meron tayo si Owen Snowboard Company. It designs and manufactures snowboards. The boards are assembled in the company's assembly department in Colorado. So, information for the assembly department is as follows. Okay. So, ang sabi dito ay meron siyang depreciation for 5 per month, direct labor, supervisor salaries, utilities, wages. So, makikita po natin dyan yung mga items which is considered as fixed and considered as variable. So, kapag naka-fix na siya kaagad for like depreciation and supervisor salary, yan ay nandoon sa the bottom portion of your fixed cost. Kumaga, classified mo na yan as fixed cost. May mga items dyan na nakabase sa mga activity or cost drivers, 0.5 per hour per board, 1 per direct labor hour, plus 1,500 per month. So, itong 1,500 per month, this is a fixed component of the utilities, and yung 1 per direct labor is a variable component of utilities. Yung wages is a variable cost. So what is the requirement? The requirement is for you to prepare a flexible budget for the assembly department for 3, 4, and 5,000 boards in August. So, binigyan ka ng activity level 3, 4, and 5. So, kukumpitin lang natin yung ganun sa ginawa natin kanina. So, unahin natin yung fixed cost kasi mas madali siyang i-plot. So, ang depreciation natin ay naka-fix na 4-5 per month regardless of the activity. So, 4-5 lang yan across. Supervisor salary, 22,000 across. And then, yung fixed na utilities is 1,500 per month. So, i-fix natin. So, total fixed cost natin across ay 28,000. So, punta tayo sa variable cost. Ang variable cost dyan, yung direct labor, uh, yung utilities may variable component at yung wages. Okay. Okay. Yung wages, ito, direct labor hours, ito, ang wages ay, ito, 20 per hour. Okay. So, dito tayo sa direct labor. How do we compute for your direct labor? The direct labor, ang sabi, ang wages ay 20 per hour. Pero, kailangan ng 0.5 hour, kumbaga kalahating oras lang gawin ng isang board. So, kung ang ang units of production ay 3,000, 3,000 ang board, ah, ilang oras gagawin yung 3,000 boards? Eh de 3,000 times 0.5, 1,500 hours lang gagawin yan. Okay? At magkano per oras? 20. So, ang sagot natin for direct labor under the 3,000 activity level is 30,000. That is 3,000 times 0.5 times 20. Same is true with the others, 4,000 times 0.5 times 20, and then 5,000 times 0.5 times 20. Ganon din po sa utilities. How do we compute for your utilities? The utilities is 1 peso per direct labor hour. So, 1 peso. So, ang ating activity level ay 3,000 times 0.5 direct labor hour times 1. That is 1,500. 2,000 for the 4,000 activity level and 2,500 for the 5,000 activity level. Then, compute lang natin variable cost. Your flexible budget for the entire 3, 4, and 5,000 activity level are 59,500, 70,000, and then 80,000. So, ito ang magiging basis ngayon ng management on whether kakayanin ba ng present resources natin na i-accomplish itong activity na gagawin natin na yan. Okay. I think I have, that would be the second part of the discussion related to static and flexible budget dahil itong susunod na topic will be a different one. Okay, so we ended on our flexible budget. We'll be looking at the master budget as a separate component of budgeting. Please continue on the third part of this discussion video on budgeting. Thank you.